Hello everyone, my name is Nitin Dakshni and I'm a FIDE chess player. I've observed that these days a lot of kids are aspiring to become a chess player and want to play chess. This is a lovely game and I thought that I should share my experiences with the little ones. Essentially, chess is a mind game where you apply both the sides of your brain and it is played in three parts. First, the essential opening of the game, then the middle game, and eventually the end game. So today we are going to learn about the basic principles of the chess opening. I hope you guys are aware about the nomenclature of naming the squares in file and rank structure. Uh, so normally, if you can come closer and if you can see, the game is all about controlling the central four squares, which are normally e4, e5, d4, and d5. So the first step is to control with the pawns. The second step, we will develop our pieces, and the third step, we will safeguard our king. You can consider king as a baby who takes baby steps or one move at a time. And to safeguard the king, there is a mother queen, which is the most powerful piece in the game, right? Okay, so now it hardly matters if you play with white pieces or black pieces, but the moves would be more or less the same. So to begin with, uh, I'll try to control these four squares. So I'll move and I'll start either with queen pawn opening or a king pawn opening. To be more fundamental, I'll do the king pawn opening. Well, I'll move two steps ahead of the pawn which is in front of the king, which is nothing essentially, it's an e4. What I've done here is, if you can see, that I've made a way clean way for my white bishop, right? The next step would be I'll put my knight at c3 to safeguard this pawn, right, so that it should not be hanging. Okay, then I can move my queen pawn to d3, and then first I'll take my bishop out. So this is the mistake which normally people do. So first you take your bishop out at c4, then move your uh, piece in front of the queen, right, at d3, and then take your black bishop uh, to these positions, which is g5. Now what happens here, if the opponent is making a move and making the similar attack as what the white is trying to do, and putting their knight at f6, right? Because we will also move our knight at f3, right? So what you can do, you can either go to g5 and exchange the piece, and you are getting an advantage because you are sacrificing your bishop and taking the opponent's knight, right? Or you can put it here. It depends on the situation, right? Now what we have done, that we have opened our rooks, and we can now do a castling at the right hand side, right? A short castling. So now your king is now pretty safe, and your rook and queen will now work in tandem. Both the rooks and the queen will work now in tandem. One more important aspect, while we have moved our pawns, we have developed our pieces and done the castling as three basic steps. Never ever try to move your knight at the corner like a3 of the chessboard, because now what you're doing, you're reducing the capacity of your knight. If you're moving your knight at a3, it can cover only four squares: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wherein if you move your knight into the center of the chess, this knight will cover 8 squares, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So keep these three things in mind. So just to summarize, kids, in the opening, first try to control the central squares, which is e4, e5, d4, d5, right? Move your pawns, right? And then develop your pieces, right? Give them way to move out, and then do the castling, right? I hope this is enough for the day. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.